over to always where I can talk about everything that I normally don't get the chance to talk about on my regular sports podcast, Sports Talk, which you guys can all find on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Slot, or wherever you get your podcasting apps and platforms from. So we got a great show for all you guys today. By the way, thank you everybody who's tuning in via YouTube live stream, Facebook Live, and Twitter/Periscope. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in and supporting. Like, comment, and subscribe. I always enjoy what everybody has to say about the show, so definitely do that. And check on the descriptions below. A little congested. I wonder if I sound congested. Woke up with a strep throat 2 days ago, then had a runny nose all this week, but we're making it through. So first, Texans and Dolphins could have a deal in the works by this week. This was reported by John McClain, who covered the NFL for the Houston Chronicle for over 45 years. So I think it's just important, right, for context on this type of stuff. John McClain, right, worked for the Houston Chronicle in Houston, obviously. Probably knows a lot of people of the papers employed him for over 45 years. Probably knows a little bit of something. So when he says that there's a deal potentially in the works, could be done this week, that lets you know there's some serious heat. I think we've also heard reports that the Dolphins would be interested in Deshaun. Obviously, the way Tua Tagovailoa plays and his injury history hasn't inspired any confidence at all. So it could lead one to believe that a deal could get done, right? I don't think anybody thinks after how Tua was Tua, then it was Ryan Fitzpatrick, then Tua, then Ryan Fitzpatrick last year, right? So should it shock anybody? I think this would be a very interesting trade. As a Buffalo Bills fan, I'm not excited to hear this because I think if you put Deshaun Watson in Miami, Flores, who I respect as the head coach, they have some pieces, a guy like Jalen Waddle who could be used better on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver out of Alabama, then the Miami could be, pseudo contender in the AFC East next year, because look, quarterbacks in the AFC East, you have Josh Allen, Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, and Zach Wilson. You put Deshaun Watson in there, he's the best quarterback in the division, and that gives you as good of a shot as anybody to succeed in the NFL. I'm thinking about this. I don't know why a team like New England, why doesn't Bill Belichick, why don't they give up all the draft capital they have to make a move for Deshaun Watson? Because that would sure as hell help because they need a quarterback. So just some things to think about. Case Keenum will start tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. Baker Mayfield is out. The Cleveland Browns have been ravished by injuries. Baker Mayfield's shoulder keeps popping in, then popping out. If he has surgery, he will be done for the year. I don't know what Baker and the Browns should do. They're in a tenuous flag here, but think about it this way: if they lose to Denver, they're 3-4. In the division. They're in a very tough division. The Steelers are coming up. You have the Ravens and also the Bengals. Like, if it doesn't make better to kind of redshirt everybody, get Baker healthy for next year, where everything matters more. Like, I would think that Browns, brass, Baker. I know Baker's had a contract here, so he probably doesn't want that with the contract and everything. And you don't put Baker right out there because you put him out there and then something happens. And that's not good for anybody at all. So next, let's go to this. Nets versus Bucks. The NBA started last week. I didn't get to watch all the games play as much as I would have loved to. I was doing a lot of NFL draft stuff because I'm starting to get a little bit of a feel on these recruits. And I'll probably start talking about that more on this show a little bit, start giving you some stuff. By the way, I just want to say this. Officer Neal, I believe that's his name, out of Alabama, stud. Dude's going to be special. And actually the Oregon defensive end. I haven't gotten a chance to see him too much. From what I've seen, he's special as well. Just to put that out there in class, by the way. But I digress. Let's talk about some basketball. The Nets lose to the Bucks. First of all, the Bucks dominated the game in the paint. 54-44, the rebounding battle. I think Middleton started to have some confidence. The way he was shooting shot. The Bucks have no weak links on defense. None. You tried out Middleton, good defender. Giannis, amazing defender. Drew Holiday, amazing defender. Brook Lopez, amazing defender. No weak links on the defensive side of the ball. They can all switch, guard on the ball, off the ball. Amazing, great team chemistry. Don't let open shots. All the times Brooklyn was scoring, Harden and Kevin Durant were having to make amazing shots. That obviously will not sustain itself all year long. So if James Harden and Kevin Durant consistently get in isolation and make all these crazy shots, that bodes well for you as a team. That definitely bodes well for you as a team. And Giannis looked like the best player in the world, physically dominated Kevin Durant in that matchup. I think Giannis is kind of being like, respect who I am. I'm the king. It's not Kevin Durant. It's not LeBron. It is me. So I love seeing that from Giannis. The Nets, a lot of one-on-one Harden and KD consistently having to make tough, miraculous shots, which they can do because they're great players. Kevin Durant, like I said, he got bullied by Giannis in the paint, which I wasn't necessarily expecting to see because that's not something we saw in the postseason series last year between the Nets and the Bucks. Also, here's what the Bucks need to do, right? Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, obviously, with what's going on with vaccination and stuff in New York, they got to make a decision. Either trade Kyrie Irving for some pieces, some 3-and-D type of guys, or have Kyrie Irving play. Because right now, they're not a good matchup for the Bucks the way things currently are. The Bucks are more physical, they're tougher, they're stronger, and they're going to dominate them. I feel like the physical matchup is going to be won by the Nets, by the Bucks every time. The Bucks are always going to win the physical matchups. So either the Nets have to get more finesse, more shooting, more one-on-one isolation guys who can make tough shots, and Kyrie Irving, because then you have Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. They're all playing well, then that's an issue. But if they're not going to do that, they're going to Harden, then they're going to have to try out a different team a little bit. They're going to have to get some tougher guys, maybe some better defenders out there because their perimeter defense wasn't that great either. Some more toughness inside as well. I think that'd be very good. You even saw how, in a series where the Bucks pick up a PJ Tucker, ends up playing a very pivotal guarding. I know Kevin Durant torched him, but he was making Kevin Durant work the whole time. You need some stuff like that to spell KD out a little bit. In terms of the Lakers-Warriors game, LeBron, I was going to say this is very concerning about the Lakers. LeBron and Anthony Davis played miraculous together. 67 points, 80 moving up the ball, getting rolls to the rims, tough contested mid-range shots. LeBron hitting some great three-point shots, playing very efficiently. Great offensively for both these guys. And the Warriors, Steph Curry, their star, their best player, shot 5 of 21 from the field. So LeBron and Anthony Davis, best two players on the court. Golden State Warriors' best player, Steph Curry, plays very bad. And the Warriors win by points. That, my friends, is concerning. That's very clear. There's no way to slice it. If Anthony Davis and LeBron James are the two best players on the court, the other team's best player shoots horribly from the field, and the other team still wins by 10 points, that is a big concern all the way around. So the Lakers, that they had a lot of guys who were getting blown by on defense. The perimeter defense is not great. I think they're missing guys like a Caruso, like a Caldwell Pope, even Kyle Kuzma, who I think did a very good job on defense. Also, do want to say this as well about Russell Westbrook. Answer this question for me, guys. And I know LeBron said Russell Westbrook, you believe he'll get better. Obviously, from LA, has a lot of fans, a lot of stuff going at him. Like, that's natural that he's not going to play well. But here's the thing about Westbrook. What does he do well offensively in the waning moments of a game? What does he do well? Does he play with the ball well? No. He's better with the ball in his hands in isolation, and you want the ball in the waning moment there, LeBron or Anthony Davis's hands. So that takes out a skill set of his and goes to a weakness of his off the ball. Is Russell Westbrook a guy who cuts to the basket? No, he can't do that. You can say he's athletic, but he's never done that over the course of his career. Is Russell Westbrook a guy who's going to make open shots? No, he's never done. Is he a good free throw shooter? No. Is he somebody who's not going to turn the ball over and play efficient basketball? No. So he is a net negative in the waning moments games. On defense, he's also not a very good defender. So there lies the problem for Russell Westbrook. Take that for what you wanted. The Warriors, I like their ball movement. They played very well. I believe this was Steph Curry's third triple-double of his career. So congratulations to Steph Curry. It's going to be very interesting, I think, to see how they look when one Klay Thompson gets back and if they make any trades because they have Kuminga, they have Wiseman still. If they make another move out there to bluster their chances of winning a championship. And that's all we have for this edition of Outside the Shop. Have a great day, everybody.